Now you're wishing you were napping? I get you. All right, so for those of you who love to nap, how do you like to be woken up? You don't, right? Nobody wants to be woken up from a nap. That's the same with unconscious bias. No one wants to be woken up. It's not intentional, somebody's out there. Now, if you're asleep and your house is on fire, shake you, right? Like, come shake me, wake me up, help me make sure I get myself and my dog out. Unconscious bias is not a fire. It's not going away anytime soon. So we got to find a different way to extinguish this unconscious bias. So one way, sure, we can ignore it. There have been occasions when I felt like, you know what, that was the best situation for me, especially when I knew I'm not going to change this person's opinion. It's too late. I'm letting that go. We can also attack it. The way that I attacked many people when they called me the safety girl or whatever else they called me. But the most important way for us to change unconscious biases, to move them from the unconscious to the conscious, is to awaken them. Awaken them in a gentle way that increases their curiosity and makes them realize maybe the way I've thought before isn't the way I need to think about things in the future. My favorite example in my experience, I was standing in my trailer on a job site in Houston, Texas. I was standing at the plan table. I was the only one in the trailer. This guy comes in. I turn around, I said, "Can I help you?" And he literally put his hands on his hips and he goes, "I'm looking for the man in charge." And I said, "Well, that would be me. How can I help you?" And he looked me up and he looked me down. And then he did it again. I'm not sure why. And he said, "Well, that would make you the girl in charge." What I wanted to say and what I actually said were two different things. What I did was this. Until he got uncomfortable enough and he stuttered, I provided the electrical gear. I'm just here to check on the electricians." No problem. If you have your PPE, you're welcome to go find the electricians. To me, that's an example of awakening unconscious bias. What my hope is that when he walked out of that trailer, he was uncomfortable with his words, not mine. If I had barked back at him, if I had attacked him, I can guarantee that when he found those electricians talking about the superintendent, Barb is not the B word he was using for me. It's so important to find the right way to awaken these unconscious biases. And I think the best way is for us to remember that these are unconscious. Are there people that we work with that have conscious biases? There are. But the unconscious ones, when we can bring those to the conscious in a way that makes them curious enough to really start thinking about how they think and how they act and what they say, that's when we can make a really big difference.